Okay, so what I have this question to ask you, and you're talking about being ready to get married, right? And you are up for it. So my question is, are you sure that you are mentally and spiritually and financially ready to commit to marriage right now?
No, no, absolutely not. This is a time for me to focus on me and my personal endeavors
Yes.
before I put myself in a space for or dating, period. You know what I'm saying? Just the courting process could be difficult right now just because of how focused I am.
So that means you're not dating?
No, no, it's so fresh, I shouldn't. You know what I'm saying? It's just smart, right?
Yeah,
we
right.
talk about doing the work. We talk about the emotional regulation.
Yeah.
These are moments where it's exercised the most because you haven't even completely gotten over what you just went through and you already trying to get over it. You know, it's a process. So no, to answer the question, no, I think I'm more so ready to just completely go off the grid and just grind and do what's necessary for me and the future of my child.
So that sounds good. Now, it's still fresh. You're a week in singlehood.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, doesn't mean you have needs.
Mm-hmm.
So, have you thought about that? And do you have any tools in place for...
What kind of need are you talking
once
about?
you get those natural...
What kind of need are you talking
already
about?
know what I'm talking
No,
about.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Intimacy.
Financial need?
Intimacy.
Oh, okay.
So, what are the tools that you have in place, if any? Have you even thought about this? That, okay, I'm in this space. I know that I want to focus on growing spiritually, emotionally, financially, but I'm also a human being with natural urges.
Yeah.
So do you have anything in place? Have you considered, what am I going to do when we're in winter time?
Hibernation.
Okay, when it's midnight and I'm sipping on my champagne and I'm getting this urge. I'm feeling lonely. I want a woman next to me. I want a warm body. I want feminine energy. What are you going to do?
This is interesting.
Well, for starters, I mentioned earlier that I had been in certain forms of therapy for the last year and a half. It's been on and off, so it's like the work has been kind of spotty. However, in this situation where I'm moving forward in life, first of all, I am actually actively sustaining myself
Okay, that's great.
on purpose because, like I said, I come from a very chaotic place. I got 11 brothers and sisters, so you should automatically know it's a whole lot of something going on. 50-something nieces and nephews, so you do the math.
Yeah.
I only have one child, which is another generational curse breaker in itself.
Yeah,
Right?
I like that.
So the point is, it's like, yeah, urges are gonna come. I can please myself. And that's real. However, when it comes to the feminine energy, when it comes to that, I also work in the nightlife, so I get that almost every day.
Oh God.
Yeah, I get that every day.
That's
I
a
get
lot of temptation.
No, it ain't. No, it ain't. Not when you've done the work and you've literally isolated yourself from the actual act of sex.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. Emma
Yeah.
has been on the same journey
Mhm.
for a while now. And I'm around Emma all the time and I've observed him. When he says he is focused, he's locked in, Emma won't even go to a cookout. I've begged him, Emma, go, it's a cookout.
Yeah.
Like, just go. It's okay to, like, you've proven to yourself for a
Yeah.
certain period of time that you can do this.
Yeah.
Built the discipline.
Yeah.
Go live life.
Yeah.
He's like, and then what? His ex calls him, let's just have dinner. Emma, what is dinner? But then, and then what?
Exactly.
Once I'm sitting in front of her, across from her, and then what? So he has completely chosen isolation. I
Yeah.
mean, true isolation.
Build and destroy.
Your situation is you are gonna have to confront it every day. Your nightlife. I mean, be for real.
I am.
So, like, there's a difference from isolation where you're not even tempted
Right.
to like constantly.
Well, yes, I see exactly where you're going with that, but it's also a thing for me to push myself out of the night.
Okay.
You see what I'm
So
saying?
that's
Yeah.
the plan.
That was the big piece that I
Okay.
didn't.
Yeah, I
you,
get
you
it.
feel me?
Yeah.
Because I'm a serial entrepreneur, so I got multiple things going. The nightlife was a bridge to where I am now. So it's like to help me in the process of doing the work, I will not be in the nightlife. I will not put
Okay.
myself
Okay.
in certain situations.
Yeah,
You know
that
what I'm
makes
saying?
sense.
So I
it's like-
love that because
Yeah.
I think that goes from theory
Mhm.
to being practical
Exactly.
and pragmatic in your
Exactly.
approach.
Exactly.
And I think that's
Yeah.
important.
And so, like you said, it is fresh, right? And I am still in the nightlife, but I am also actively pursuing this lifestyle of just sustaining because of what's to come. I know what's to come,
Yeah.
right? Nobody else knows what I got planned. Nobody else knows where I'm headed until they see it.
Yeah.
I used to be let me tell everybody, let me brag, let me boast, let me sit down in my own space and legit gather myself. So therefore, when in those moments of temptation, I know exactly how to overcome it.
I love that.
So if I can say that your relationship with your baby mama, I can say something like this. You didn't know any better. And you have to take accountability.
Yeah.
And I don't see anything she did wrong. This is me. I don't see anything she did wrong. I'm not saying she didn't do anything wrong to you, but as a man, I believe that we should, I'm not saying 90%, I'm not saying 99%, but as a man, I think we should take 100% accountability when it comes to the kind of woman that we choose to be with. You know, so don't even shift the blame on her. I don't care. I don't give a damn what she did. That's the way I live my life. That's the way I perceive relationship as a man. So in other words, you attract, just like I said, you attract who you are.
Yeah.
Because right now I cannot attract bullshit.
Yeah.
I cannot attract no. You understand what I'm saying? So doing the work is very important. But apart from therapy, what other kind of work are you doing to improve yourself mentally, spiritually, physically? Because this is a big thing. Like to me, it took me a long time. It took me years to get to where I am right now.
Yeah.
It took me years because this is, and it's gonna be like that, you know, till we get old. There is no graduation. There is no destination. It's just gonna be a journey every day.
Yeah.
The world is gonna test you. When you wake up in the morning, when you step out of your house, the world is gonna test you.
Every day.
The traffic is gonna test you. The boss is gonna test you. Your family is gonna test you. Everybody is a test. Everything is a test.
Everything is the same.
You know, so what, apart from the therapy, because I don't do therapy. I don't. Personally, this is for me personally, I don't do therapy.
I've done it.
Yeah.
It's
Like, I feel like therapy helps temporarily. When
I mean, it's only a tool. So
yeah, it's a
technically
tool.
temporary.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm
But
saying?
I think the major work you have to do is you doing the job yourself.
Yourself, yeah.
If you want to read Bible, meditate on the Bible, and talk to God, you do it yourself. If you want to read those books or listen to those good teachings, you do it yourself, and God is going to talk to you. So apart from therapy, what other job are you doing?
I'm an artist, so a lot of my pain, a lot of my stories, a lot of my turmoil
Yeah.
is literally poured into my music. You know what I mean? So I show up to a lot of places modest, soft-spoken. I'm very calm right
Yeah.
now. But if I play through some of my catalog, you're gonna be like, what? But it's perfect because
Yeah.
it depicts who I am
Yeah.
and the internal work that I've been doing throughout the years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's honestly one of my biggest tools, but workout. I work out at least 3-4 times a week. I honestly don't do a lot of reading, like an actual book. I probably should do a lot more of that.
Yeah.
To at least continue to bridge together and make it a lot more smoother because the knowledge behind a lot of things helps you understand instead of just
Yeah.
reading.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You have to understand the text too. So
Do you pray?
I do. I do. I was raised Kojic, so My mother always had me in the church my whole life, in the Bible my whole life. So it's always been a thing. God has been deeply rooted in our family forever. Some of us detour, some of us actually get it, but you know, nobody's perfect. We still trying to figure it out one day at a time.
I have a question.
No, I have a question.
I have a
No.
question. My question's
The
better.
question is for you.
I'm telling you,
No.
my question is better.
I want to ask you a question.
Just me?
Yes,
No,
yes.
I have one for him. Hold on. After.
Okay.
What's the relationship status of your child's mother?
What do you mean?
Is she single? Is she in a relationship? Is she married now?
To my knowledge, she's single.
I think you should marry her. You need to marry her.
Oh God. Oh my goodness. Why?
Because I think
You think that what? That what? What do you think?
it's,
Tell me.
Josie
Emma, I'm
is
sick of this shit.
is crazy. Josie is she's weird, man. How would Josie advise someone to go back to a toxic relationship just because they had a child together?
I'm not saying go back to a toxic relationship. I'm saying do the work together and then give it a try for the child, at least. Give it a try. But remove the concept of it's okay for me to just impregnate you.
They are not meant to be together. That's not God's design. That's not God's plan. He tried 3 times and it was catastrophic. Somebody like you is gonna draw the sword and wanna kill somebody. You're not gonna be able to give it like 3 times. You will ghost. You will disappear. But this man tried 3 fucking times to make it work. And every time it turned topsy-turvy, upside down. It doesn't work like that. And talking about doing the work together, no way, it doesn't work like that. You should go, the best thing you can do for somebody is just to leave them alone. Let them find their own truth. Let them discover themselves by themselves.
Not when you have a child in the picture. I'm sorry, Emma. Like, I cannot get on that program. No. All that you're talking about is prior to bringing life into this. And you wonder why I refuse. You wonder why I've made the decision that that's not for me. Because of that mindset. I'm not willing to be a single mother. I don't want to take the chance.
Josie, listen. Listen to me. You are single and you don't know what transpired between these people, right? So all you have to do is just shut up and let people live their life. It's not gonna work. That's my point. And you're not gonna make it work. No matter how much you cancel them, it's not gonna work. They have to go do their work themselves.
Well, that's a bit cynical. That's very simple.
No, that's being wise.
When you both have a child and you love that child, you want the best for that child, you can't have the mindset that it's not.
Baby, drink water because I know you're thirsty. Drink some water. I know you're thirsty.
If a woman can be made a baby mama, then she can be your wife. You know why?
Why?
Earlier when we talked about this, he said that I guess there's certain qualities about her. You guys bump heads a lot. But yeah, because of those characteristics, you didn't deem her good enough to be a wife. Yet you chose her as your child's mother. She's going to be responsible for instilling certain qualities in your child.
As am I.
Correct. But her part matters as well, and it's going to happen. If the child is in her presence, in her environment, it's going to happen. So is it better to make a lifelong commitment with a child when your child, aspects of your child are going to be a reflection of that woman, but that she can be your wife?
Well, I mean, I believe that is situational because just because we decided to be together, just because we decided to marry, that doesn't mean that it's going to work. The problem is the ramming of the heads is the discouragement of wanting to bend down on one knee and give somebody your everything.
Okay, have you ever approached it this way? To where it's like,
Oh.
these are the things, with transparency, full transparency. These are my weaknesses. These are your weaknesses. In order for us to be better for our child, these are the things that we need to work on. So here's the resources, because you're the man. So you're the leader, right? You need to believe in her. Whatever that looks like, if it's therapy, if it's counseling, if it's going to be a pastor, whatever. But have you ever given it that chance with a plan in mind to see if perhaps it's something that you guys could do even before the child?
To simply answer that, yes. We've gotten together and broken up at least 4 times in the transition. So after the 3rd or 4th breakup, it's just like, what are we doing?
But yeah, what did you guys do though when you got back together? Was it the
We
same
were
old,
doing
same
no. It was
toxic
always a
behaviors?
different.
Did you
It was
put a
always
plan
a
in?
different angle. It was always a different way of a new thing being implemented in the relationship every single time. And so, me being the leader, I can properly assess the situation, and I can say, for me,
Josie,
I am just tired of
Josie,
laughing
no, Josie, listen. The best thing you can
I don't
do,
want it.
the best thing you can do for
but hold
somebody.
on, wait. You said you tired of women being made baby mothers.
Yes, instead of wives.
Yeah, but with the way you worded that, it come off as if like we chose to make them mothers.
Yeah.
Men chose to make them
It's the
single
both of
mothers.
you.
I know, but that ain't how you posed what
Yeah,
you just said.
exactly.
though. How you said it was, we make them mothers.
Yeah. And that's
As
wrong.
if like they don't have all of the access for us to even get there. It's completely up to a woman on
agree.
us to
So
You feel me?
men control the access to marriage, women control the access to
Exactly.
Of course.
sex and child.
So,
Of
I
course.
so
get that.
Josie, I think in connection with what you said, the best thing you can do for someone sometimes is just to leave them alone.
Yep.
The best thing you can do for someone is just
Not
to,
after you get
hold on. Forget about the baby right now.
You can't forget about the baby.
No,
All of it
do-
is about the baby.
No, do you know why you cannot just get together because you have a baby when you know that one cup is empty or both cups are empty? It's not gonna work. You can't give what you don't have. You can't get on with somebody who is always needy and demanding, and you want to be stuck in the relationship because of the child. The child is gonna be okay. He is into her life, the child's life. He's taking care. Optimally, 100%. So the best thing you can do for someone sometimes is just leave them alone. Don't try to change. Don't try to change anybody. They will change when they will change. So she is not meant for him. He is not meant for her. So because of the child, I understand where you're coming from, but I don't really buy that idea of getting together because of a child.
I think both of us were irresponsible in the matter.
Exactly.
And the baby came. Now, the responsible thing that we both chose to do was be parents. By any means necessary.
By any means necessary.
You
And
may
I
not
think
like me and my teachings. I may not like you and your teachings, but we have to exist amongst each other for this child, but not for the sake of a relationship
No.
slash marriage.
I think sometimes we be surprised. And I say this because
okay, Josie,
once
let me ask you
once you
something. Let me
decide
ask you
to get
something.
married, the institution of marriage, which God will bless, you never know what that may bring out of a person, because now she's seeing a different side of you. This man is really stepping up to be a leader. So the version of her that you've been getting all of these years, you never know, by her seeing you make that decision and be that intentional, that can literally be what catapults the entire situation, even her as a person, and how she chose to show up in the relationship, because now you're taking the position of a leader. You're not just saying it with words, now you're showing action.
But just let me ask you something. Can you, Josie, personally, can you get together with somebody, married to somebody who is not the right person because you have a child with him? Can you do that?
I can't think about it because I wouldn't even get to the point of having a child.
So what that
And
means?
that's my whole thing. I'm not saying people need to get married, should get married, have to get married, but once a child is involved,
Yeah.
There's
I-
a different level of thinking
Yeah.
that is necessary.
I understand, but when it comes to marriage, marriage should be built on the foundation of love and trust and peace and harmony. And it's not because of the child alone. I understand where you're coming
We
from.
can be married and it'd be the most toxic marriage ever
Yeah.
just because we decided to get married because we had a daughter.
Yeah, exactly.
So
that
that
doesn't make-
that actually puts my daughter in the worst predicament because now she's forced to deal with all of this chaos and this trauma
I
and-
understand
because we want to be
that.
married. Like,
Then-
I'm not
then
saying
another-
it always works because people get divorced all the time.
Yeah.
But I'm saying at least giving it your all, even for a period of time, just to see, okay, God, I'm going to do this your way.
Yeah.
I'm going to trust you. I know this is what you want us to do. So I pray that you take forward in the situation and you lead us and you guide us and God will show up. I
Yeah.
truly do believe that.
You have to.
But if you're doing something that God is not approving us of in the first place, you're on your own. But once you include God, that's a completely different scenario.
So I got a question. What part does God play in the woman for her to become, for her to show up her best self, for me to want to marry her? At what point does the relationship between God and the woman come together to be her best self for a man to see her as her best self for me to want to marry her?
And this is what I'm saying. Ideally, I understand we are humans, we don't have it all together, we're not perfect. But ideally, you shouldn't even get to the point of lying down with that woman if you haven't deemed her worthy of being a wife to begin with.
Right,
So we have to start from there.
We
But
get
we
it.
passed that.
Yeah, we
are
passed
at the
that.
point now that I'm asking,
The deed has been
what
done.
part does God in the woman play for me to see her as this wife that she's miraculously showing up as day one? She show up day one to the sex as a wife, and we have sex, and a child comes from that. At what point does God show up in that woman for me to say,
I
oh,
genuinely believe that everything starts with the man. You're the head. Period.
that's an amazing answer, to be 100% honest.
So
But we still
how you're
seeking-
showing up for it, first and foremost is what's most important. If you're being led by God,
Jose, I have a question for you.
okay.
I know you're single.
Oh my God. Am I?
I have a question for you.
Well, I guess I am sick because I'm not married yet.
Okay.
Okay.
I know you're single. And you've been single for a minute now. How do you sustain yourself? I don't want to say sexually. How do you sustain yourself? How do you
When
take
I am-
How do you take care of yourself?
When I don't believe in having casual sex.
Answer my
I don't
question.
believe in that.
Yeah. So
So when I am single, the way that I sustain myself is pleasing myself. And I know you hate it, but it is what it is. It is what it is.
why?
What do you want me to do? Go have casual sex? I don't believe in that.
Another question. Why are you single? No, this is very, very
no, for
important.
real, it is a very
Because
important question.
You pleasing yourself, how long are you gonna please yourself? You pleasing yourself
battery's down that
and you
time.
pleasing yourself, I'm telling you, is not good because it
That's
affects
not in the
hold on. It affects you psychologically and spiritually. So that is not even good. That is another day. We're gonna talk about it. Now I want you to put an end to this. And my question is, why are you single? Can't you just, because I know there are good men out there, same way that we have good women out there. So can't you just make yourself available in the market, in the stock market, so that somebody will snatch you away, so that you stop pleasing yourself all by yourself, so that the man can please you and you can please the man? Think about it. This is not life. No, this is not good. Like psychologically, it's not good. I have to tell people, stop doing that. Stop pleasing yourself because you think. So when somebody asks you, how long have you been on your own without doing anything, and you say, oh, 5 years, 4 years. No, you do it every day.
Mm-hmm.
You do it every day.
Overstimulated.
Yeah, you are not celibating. You are doing
You
it
are not celibate.
No, you're doing it every day. And that
Every day.
that is spiritually wrong. So
Why do you say spiritual? What evidence do you have to make that claim? Because you've never been able to show me anywhere in the Bible.
Can you do that right before us?
Huh?
Can you please yourself in front of anybody?
Of course not. Why would I do that?
Okay, hold on, I'm coming. Now, when you want to please yourself, you always want to be in a private place. Yeah? You want to hide. Does your conscience taunt you for doing whatever you're doing?
Never.
Then you have a
That
dead conscience. Your conscience needs to be resurrected. Your conscience is dead.
My conscience.
And the reason your conscience is dead is because you're doing it for a long time, and then you think it's appropriate, you think it's right, but it's wrong.
My conscience would haunt me if I were to involve in casual.
No, I'm not advocating for casual sex, right? What I'm saying is go out there, find a man, be with the right man, because there is people like Boogie out there, who are smart, sound, intelligent, hardworking, diligent.
Do you believe that it's possible for a person to have a fulfilling life outside of the construct of a relationship?
Yes, but there must be a reason for that. Okay, we're having a discussion one day, me and Josie. Now she said she doesn't want to, I know she was playing, but she said she doesn't want to get married and she doesn't want to have kids.
I'm not playing about that, I don't want to.
Okay, now I asked Josie, I said, what is the reason you don't want to have kids or you don't want to get married, right? Now,
Well, I never said I don't want to get married. I said I don't think this space that I'm in, I don't see myself having children. I don't want that.
okay, now I ask why. What is your reason?
And I've told you it's because this current climate, I think having children is something that is so sensitive. It is not to be taken lightly. It is a lifelong commitment. It's a bigger commitment than even marriage. And for me, in order for me to say I would want to have kids, I would have to be okay with the idea that if it were to happen the next day that I end up a single mother, I would have to be okay with that because human beings are unpredictable.
So if you find the right man, will you get married?
1 second. Human beings are unpredictable. You never know what may happen. And because I am not okay with the possibility of being a single parent, for me, the risk is higher than the reward, and I do not want it.
Now,
because human beings are too unpredictable and fleeting. Things change.
do you know what I find out about what Josie's saying about? Is about her mindset. She has wrong mindset. She has negative mindset.
I am able to be objective about this and remove my emotions and look at society and what's going on around me. I don't have to go through it to learn the lessons. I can learn the lessons through the experiences of other people.
Now, do you think what happened to other people will happen to you? No, you're different.
Everybody's different.
I think one of the things that's happening to you is because of social media. What you watch on social media, you think all men are bullshit. And you think when you get serious with somebody, finally they're going to break your heart. No, it doesn't work like that. Listen, forget about social media. We have wonderful marriages. We have people who are really, really kicking it in marriage, in real love. Why not focus on those kind of people? Let them be your inspiration.
It is incredibly selfish to make the decision to have children in this day and age.
No, that's not true. That's fucking mindset.
It is incredibly selfish. Why would I want to do that? Look at the world around us.
That's what I'm saying. Negative mindset.
No, it's being realistic.
No,
but
you can pour into the world though. That's the thing. So it's like
You're
for me
looking at
personally, I think it's crazy how biased of a stance you can take on that, but then have a broad stance on men marrying women because they had a child together. Like, I think it's crazy that you can sit here and say that It's perfectly fine for you to have a certain standard for your life and your rubric of marriage and having kids or whatever, right? But then for you to tell me that I should have married her because we had
like
a child.
I said, once the child comes into play, it's no longer about you. It's no longer about you.
Right.
It's
So,
about that child.
right. But
So
this is
I
what
can do that
Yes.
because I have not arrived at that point.
Yes.
But if I were to, if a mistake were to happen or whatever, I would have the same thing that I'm advising you of. I would employ that same mindset
Right.
in that situation.
Okay. Understood.
Yeah.